Scarica Glovo e ricevi tutto ciò che vuoi in pochi minuti.
Eccomi. Non ho idea, sono qui.
And of course, there's the GGs. The most classic ending
Wow,
to an
mi sono
RTS
perso
game.
molto.
GG. Get tasteosis on that stat. Outside 1v1. What's coming up for Stormgate? What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate. The rest
È
of this
morto
year. We're introducing new
Router.
modes. We have 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based
Non so
competitive mode.
perché.
We're sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today. But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now? If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July. Once again, go to Steam.
Sì, è morto
Stormgate.
Router.
Tim, thank you so much again for joining us.
Grazie a Lord
Welcome to
Missidial
Cheers.
per i
Content
4
playing
mesi.
Makes the RTS players' dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star
Ragazzi,
Wars
parte il
vibe
treno
to it.
grazie a Elav per i 21
get a
mesi.
load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Tu devi essere Igor. No, si pronuncia Igor.
They call the dawn sun. Spin the room with many a poor girl. And me, oh God, for one.
Utilizzare il 38 come il numero. Approfittiamo di questa live per rinnovare grazie a tutto il contenuto che ci offre. Grazie mille per i 38 mesi. Grazie a Baccuzzo, rinnovo per l'ennesimo mese come l'ennesimo gioco sci-fi. Tanti auguri a noi, grazie. Grazie a Tablask per i 16 mesi e Loampo per i 10. Boomer Shooter, sì. Sembrava.
Whatever. Tu devi essere Igor. No, si pronuncia Igor.
Ragazzi, rinnovate per il treno. Siamo già molto vicini al prossimo obiettivo.
The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Gatto su tubo bisogna là con quanto ritardo. Grazie a Red Sherry che sta passando il favore, ha ricevuto una sub in regalo e ne rimanda un'altra, grazie mille. Ancora così senza mirare lui. Sì, sembra Let It Loose, è vero, come stile. Però esattamente come Let It Loose, poco mercato. Mi trovi d'accordo, Pignolo. Grazie. Vabbè. Sì, ok. E allora sì, se sono sempre loro allora va bene. Madonna, che cazzo mi finito nell'occhio. Fortnite finto. Anche a mezz'ora in teoria. Finto dai. Oh mamma mia.
Moment, Map Jack. Wish list now.
Va bene.
Oh, ma che cazzo!
Ah, fizeste un buon
No, dai.
Esse è un mio Rio Grande, sì.
Non ho capito un cazzo, ma cos'è sta carrellata? Esagoni. Grazie al Sherry per un'altra sub regalata. Credo. A meno che non sia quella di prima che è uscita un'altra volta. Vabbè, non lo so.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
No, infatti non era. Chiedo scusa al Sherry.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers
Comunque vi dico solo che da 12 ore può diventare una
Your
24.
concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean. As the long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins,
Non
comes
so,
as no
Luca,
surprise.
Look, I don't know how
però
to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work, that's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
non ho mai
It doesn't
visto
have
un
just the kind of
Alienware.
like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
Mai. Vallush, buonasera, grazie per i
Don't miss
16
your shot
mesi.
at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of free?
No, in Italia se ne vedono,
Get
infatti,
anyone's blood
infatti.
pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
But
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no! Absolutely not. Anything but that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So, what's next?
Cosa, due regni, un fegato, te lo dicono i venditori. Sì, però
Let's have a look at some incoming DLC
cioè, a
for
quel
Vampire
punto
Survivors.
cioè, puoi andare su Asus, sui ROG, che hanno dentro anche roba buona. Queste sono versioni peggio di Evolver, esatto. Grazie mille Dedo per la sub regalata.
Riccardo, dai una
Cos'era il dito?
Cosmic Finger.
Integrazione con la chat? Ho capito bene? O era una roba che c'è già e io non lo sapevo.
We are only a couple months out
C'era
from the
già.
full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot
Oh,
tell
dai,
you how
eh.
excited I am to try out some of the character builds I've got going on up here.
Cazzo, è vero che esce
I'm
anche
thinking of
Baldur's
running like
Gate.
a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank,
Cazzo.
can you generate? like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff.
Grazie Aaron per
Blasting
la
spells
sub.
like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh, dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at MASH. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. And today we faced our greatest foe yet.
Conduzione parecchio noiosa. Per me potevano non metterla.
And I think his blood
Come
was
ogni anno.
acid. I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion.
Che sta diventando un po' tardi, ci stiamo un po' spegnendo tutti. Quindi adesso ogni roba sta diventando più pesante,
Will
capito?
necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog.
Oh, I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hag turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dumps.
Sono ancora abbastanza sveglio ed è comunque noioso. Era un trailer lollo di Baldur's, no?
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of a window and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
We can put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998.
Il prossimo Pignolo.
We can do something
Vedrai
that
2024.
is more immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's
Non
very
è un
alive in that
po'
sense.
truffaldino questo modo di far vedere Baldur's?
Has got a story to them.
All the
Perché poi in
things that you
gameplay è
have
tutta
done
un'altra
up to the
roba.
city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything.
Beh, l'italiano ci
just
sarà,
gathering there.
Cicciok.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following.
Non si può dire sempre l'anno prossimo sarà il migliore. Beh, quest'anno non è stato male a livello di uscita.
And the
prossimo
great
sarà
thing
meglio.
is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
Secondo me stanno facendo vedere delle immagini che però non rappresentano esattamente quello che poi sarà il gioco.
Very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Va bene. Chi se ne incula?
Larian Studios breaks the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade retirement when Baldur's Gate 3 finally releases on August 31st. Up next, we're forging ahead with more fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious foes in a co-op action roguelike. After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately.
Sono quasi solo cinematiche perché penso che i pesi di per sé sia super.
Here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
E già qui qualcosina di più carino. Sono tutti qui trasformarsi in una zanzarona. Cosa che ho qui davanti agli occhi però. Ma carino questo, dai. Baldur sulla settimana piedistalli è dura, lo so. No, non è per me. Il gameplay però mi attizza. Perché sono roguelike, mannaggia loro. E poi è già uscito su Steam. Perché me ne dovresti dire che esce anche su Switch? Chi se ne frega? Attenzione.
What?
Ragazzi, Zelda.
What?
Hai visto che bello?
What?
Guarda che tiro sotto. No, quello è troppo. Tiro se non lo puoi fare. C'è già un gioco simile, sì, credo sia il seguito di qualcosa questo. Starfield con il multiplayer. Ah, è Terratech.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying
Ottobre hanno
anomalies.
detto per mi è venuto
great way to
missione
enjoy
perché
the
Forza
outdoors.
10 ottobre, giusto?
Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early
Un
access.
flash. Mi è naturalmente il gioco di prima e 2 copyright. Bene. World Premiere.
You seriously don't have any signal.
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't get in.
Attenzione! Stealth Extraction Horror.
Getting around inside the ring. The hell was that, a bear?
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
Cosa cazzo?
You guys look lost. Come on. You'll freeze to death out here. I suppose you're looking for the lodge.
Macabre.
Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
Cosa serve l'artiglio? Non sarà mai così se è co-op. Che merda però il mostro che compare così. Macabre.
I can't believe it worked. This is it. This is the key to... Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
Macabre. Macabre. Ma è una E quella. Vai a cagare, vai.
We thought we had billions of years.
Ma invece... Oh no! È morto subito.
We were wrong.
Ma lo sapete che se il nostro sole si spegne e noi lo scopriamo solo dopo 8 minuti? Come se fosse questo il problema.
So we can plant the future seeds of humankind.
Copy. Flying course now. Sector locked in.
Pensa se lo sapessi subito. È una roba che si diceva tantissimo alle medie e al liceo, no? Cioè, il sole si spegne e lo scopri solo dopo... Caso, perché se lo scopri per tempo, cioè, anziché 8 minuti lo scopri, si spegne subito, lo sai. E che fai? Vai lì con un cerino? Te ne occupi? Se si spegne di notte ci vuole di più. Io non ho capito che roba è questa.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world gonna fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years?
Attaccavano la presa.
I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve by then?
Basta riaccendere la fiamma pilota, no?
Space rocket that detonates moments
Era
after
proprio un
takeoff
gioco di
is
carte,
one
era?
more step on the winding road of progress.
Speravo fosse una
Up
meccanica.
next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Dai, mi attira. Comunque, il PC Building una volta... il PC Gaming Show era solo world building. Solo gestionale. Che bellino. No. Fai anche gli acquedotti? E la merda dei romani? Sì. Sì. Guarda cos'è. Ma carino però. Molto semplicistico ma carino. Cioè visivamente molto semplice. Però carino. Un po' troppo poco. Ma boh, non lo so. Bisogna vedere adesso le varie meccaniche. Che quel leone. Nova Roma, ma io me lo metto in lista. ...2024. Vabbè, avrà l'italiano. Ok. Treno.
The Great War is over. All we want is to return home.
Attenzione. Nomi importanti.
Czechoslovakia we fought for.
Valiant Heart 2?
Brothers.
No. Sembra una roba in isometrica. Sì.
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again.
E poi Valiant Heart è il gioco giusto.
Across the endless snowfields of Siberia. Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies. By armored train in a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance.
È anche già uscito il seguito. Ma perché non l'ho giocato?
Our last train home.
Oh no!
Will you lead us?
No.
Pairing squad tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I.
L'aveva detto già il
However,
sottotitolo.
historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers traveling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though. Puppets can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute, but we need you to head down to the Sunrise Street studio lot. The antenna activated itself last night and started broadcasting that old
Quanti
puppet show over the
pupazzi.
news. Need to turn that thing off. You gotta get this done, man. Bye.
The last
Pupazzi
job
sono
of the
impazziti
day is
anche qui.
always the worst.
Raise the curtain. Bring up the lights. The neighborhood is coming to town.
Hey, stay back!
Let's do this.
Allora, la realizzazione è un po' una merda, però carino. Carino, dai. È l'Atomic Heart però con i pupazzoni. Il problema è che My Friendly Neighborhood. No, mese prossimo.
I think I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
E lì non ce l'ha già in lista.
Can they push more, I wonder? They can't
Formula
afford to
1?
sit back and relax now.
No. Quest'anno forza.
Oh, and that's a crash.
I push now, maximum push now.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Stay right here.
because we're just getting started.
Sì, è un gestionale, questo qui è Formula 1 Manager 2023 ed è come quello... È come il Football Manager oppure quello della bici.
Hey Frank AI, how are the
Non mi
metrics
ricordo
looking?
più
Are
come
we
si
like
chiama.
doing
Pro
numbers?
Cycling
We're
Manager.
attracting
No,
considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
Well, hell yeah, let's do it. Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart.
Ma
Very
è
smart.
Sailor
Just not
Jupiter.
really sure this is
È
my
Jupiter?
vibe, but since we're on a time crunch,
Quella blu.
let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Ma Breath Edge 2. Non ho giocato il primo perché non ha l'italiano. Sailor Mercury. Ho chiesto. Jupiter qual è? Quella rossa? Quanto veloce? Vabbè. Quanto lento. Che figo. Coop? No, non è ora tutto con lo spazio, questo qui c'era già l'1. Sono molto interessato. Dendarius, per riavviare un po' la serata boscina, grazie mille. Ha glitchato quel signore?
No, si pronuncia algo.
No. E dai. No. Ma scusa. Niente.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
Oh, no need. I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
Non lo trovo. Trovo Sandland. Se lo devono ancora indicizzare. Sempre Tiny Build. E per allora non dov'è? Ok. Anche Tiny Build insieme al Team 17 potrebbero farsi una conferenza loro. È lo stesso signore del treno, solo che è finito nel deserto. Ha cambiato la pipa, ma è lui. Ah, parla ucraino.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива. А ви що, хлопці?
Ну, раз ми ліпші, то попали себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро, як завжди. Маленьку банушу хочу. Signor, то ж ресторан, не корчма. Може ресторан бути найліпшим?
Sapevo che era un camminatore gigante. Il gioco è? Sì, però non è che mi dici che è un survival nella sabbia. Lo aggiungo te le preferite, me l'ha detto. Scrivo tutto caps.
We have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation of the classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
Elliptic, 30 mesi, dice che sono sempre i tre, lo sono, grazie mille.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments.
Libri senza frontiere, se intendi Wild Wild West non c'era Jackie Chan.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm, Sean.
I mean, don't worry
Altra
about it.
sabbia, ma
We
delle
can
dune.
skip the costuming. It's just something that, like, Frankie and I used to do. Like, not you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot. And I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costume?
No, c'aveva dei problemi col green screen nella gonna, guardate.
I'm sorry, I tried to
La gonna
fire
argentata
everyone and
le
make
fa
money
problemi
with
col green
computers.
screen.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's
Se scegliete solo
more
necessario,
sought
no.
after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's Dune Awakening.
Curious 40, l'ultima volta che ho rinnovato mi sa che c'erano 2 davanti. Come passa il tempo, grazie mille. No. La roba più figa me la fai solo concept?
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune. They involve themselves in politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat, they have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe.
Sarebbe carino se creassero una vera e propria le vere e proprie
So,
gilde.
when Dune Awakening begins,
che ce l'ho anch'io
you are
quell'Occam.
a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into
sarebbe
enemy
carino
camps
se
and knife them in the back and
ognuno
steal the water
partecipasse
from their
attivamente
By the end of the
alla
game,
politica
perhaps
per
you're running a
davvero.
guild. You have a fleet of vehicles,
che
ornithopters
non
flying
credo
in
che funzioni
formation,
così.
sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance in order to harvest with your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms.
in Dune ci sono prese
You
qualche
need
libertà
to find
autoriale.
water.
Sì.
It's a constant threat
Non lo so,
against
chiedo.
survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, that sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
No, sto prendendo sonnissimo adesso.
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across
Sempre carina
Arrakis.
come idea, ma quando specie
Then we
la
have politics and
player
intrigue,
base,
which
la
speaks to the
politica si
faction
sfascerebbe
gameplay
sì,
of the
Mixwell,
game.
però
It's about,
considera anche che
siding with one of the factions, thinking
gli
about how they
MMO
work together,
vivono
perhaps
comunque di
assassinating
gente, se
members
la
of the
gente
other
smette di
factions.
giocarci,
Then there's
sti
infinite
cazzi.
exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world
Tanto li chiudono.
changes over time. We have a
A quel
concept
punto
called
tanto vale fare
Coriolis
qualcosa di
storm,
fico.
and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and
finire
customization,
6
which of
minuti
course
fa.
we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy?
Mamma.
Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
So the journey of the player, we've divided that into 4 parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff. Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then, the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist.
Gioca assieme perché ti ammazzano. Stringetelo.
And with that, the PC Gaming Show 2023 is done. And what a show it was! And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year.
No.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Almeno questi, a differenza di Devolver, qualcosina di bello l'hanno mostrato. Stanno continuando a salutare. Va bene, va bene. Allora io ragazzi vi auguro una buona notte. Noi ci vediamo domani mattina con Diablo. Domani pomeriggio alle 2 da Karim con PlayerUnknown. Voglio giocare a quello. Grazie a Ciucchi per i 69 mesi. E domani sera alle 7 con l'ultima conferenza che seguiremo con Karim ed è Ubisoft. Va bene? Buonanotte ragazzi, vado a fanculo. Buonanotte belli, grazie per avermi seguito fino ad ora, siete speciali. Ciao.